Hi everybody, welcome back to the Our Smile and Faces podcast. Question and answer brought to you by Guillermo Clothing and GEORDIE Gifts.
I've got a question.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
What charity shop did you get your hat from?
Why is it from a charity shop?
It just looks like it is.
You see your fucking shirt that you're wearing, you dickhead.
You're
winding me up.
You're reminded of Tom Walker.
Tom Walker?
Yeah.
Who's Tom Walker?
Singer.
Oh.
Alright.
Looks like that.
What's it got on the front?
Just not as ugly.
It's not in the middle, that. Do you want that to be in the middle or not?
Yeah, I've probably just drifted over while I've been talking.
That's why you got a cheat.
Any more insults, mate?
I didn't come
Any more?
I'll think of some.
Alright, okay. I was going for the... What's that movie called? Where it's about... No. Home Alone! Yes!
Wet Bandit.
Oh, what's it called?
Red Bandit.
Is it Captain Nemo?
Captain Nemo.
The Life Aquatic?
That's the one.
Wow.
Does he not wear a yellow hat like this?
Yes, I believe he does. Bill
Is
Murray.
he a fisherman?
Yeah, he's a
Wasn't it
submariner.
It is like a fisherman's kind
Yeah.
of style. Do you know what I mean?
It's not like one of them like proper yellow ones, like the
No,
waterproof
no.
ones. Or is it?
Like the ones on it.
Hi.
Hey Georgie.
Yeah. Hey Georgie, that's a lovely hat.
Right, so questions. One of the questions wasn't what a balloon. They all float.
Question one. What
Any more
floats down
more
here?
questions? Do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions at all. No,
Alright,
I
okay.
just can't wait
I've
to go
got a
home.
question for you, Bestie.
Got
Go
loads
on.
of answers.
So on your way home,
Yeah.
what song are you going to be listening to?
It's on the way home, once Pink Glove by Pulp's finished. It's Think Twice by Celine Dion.
I was going
Alright.
to say think twice.
Did you want to give him a rendition of it?
No, not especially. We'll save that for the Cozy Joe special.
So
Come into a karaoke
Yeah.
booth near you.
So question
After the Man
answer.
City game.
It is.
I would do, but this is serious.
This
Oh,
question
hey.
Are you thinking about you or us?
That was good, that
Oh
one.
my
That
God,
was
I
good, that.
I wasn't even listening. I
You
switched
totally
off.
missed that.
I was switched off looking at the camera. I was
That was
switched
very
off.
good.
Don't say what you're about to say, mind.
Oh my god.
Very good.
Why don't we turn back time?
Hey.
Oh, we can't be saying that.
Why?
Oh, no, I was thinking something else.
What was
I
that?
was thinking R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Hello, Charles.
Hands, you missed the hands out, that's what I was...
Right, so first question is from our good friend Daryl Mitchell Hill.
Ah, it does.
He says, there's no excuse for a rocking atmosphere for the FA Cup quarter-final. So we now have all day to drink beforehand.
Yes.
Are we having a pre-match session? We're starting now, mate.
I've never stopped since Tuesday.
So I'll be honest, I can't go to this one. So I'm at a boxing event. So
You fine?
yeah,
Yeah, him and Mick Martin finally getting it on.
me and Mick Martin. So
I actually thought I'd come and watch that.
and, imagine that. I'd actually punch his face in. Am I allowed to say that?
Can't, allegedly. Whatever you want to say.
No, it's not legendary. I'd actually punch his face in. If I'd got an option, yeah, I would. What was the question?
Will it be
All
a
right.
rocking
Oh, so
atmosphere?
yeah. So the question
Oh,
is,
I think Daryl wants to go out for pints with me.
yeah. So where will you be going beforehand, mate?
Work, for me.
Are you at work?
Well, for some of it.
Oh,
I'll be getting away though, obviously.
That's him finished at 12 there.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the car this week, so I'm shotgun pints and that.
This week or next week?
Whenever we play
Yeah, next week,
next week, yeah.
Week on Saturday.
Aye. I'll meet him somewhere, definitely, aye. We should you should put a tweet out just saying, anyone that watches the podcast, meet
No,
me.
because I'm scared in case one comes and fills it in.
It's all
Fills
right.
you in.
It's all right, me and Besty will be there.
We are, the tag team's
I've
in.
got the plane until 5, 6 o'clock that day, so I'll be getting the last minute metro. Like, there's no Weatherspoon's challenge. that we're going
Jesus
to do.
Christ, this is terrible.
Well, I'll
terrible
meet you,
show.
Mark. Me and you will argue.
I'll go out by myself.
We'll argue about the starting 11 or something.
Did you mention the Weatherspoons challenge?
Aye.
Well, the one where we go to every Weatherspoons.
You're giving away
Or
the-
No,
one where
the
you give
one.
away the table
Don't mean
number.
the table number.
We've done this before and I got kicked out of Weatherspoons.
Really?
Yeah. Manager came out, or getting anything else.
Oh, actually, Mickey Egg. Mickey Egg.
Oh yeah, you've got to thank him, don't we?
I,
Well, Deka does.
No, you got
I
a
got
Jaeger
Jaeger
bombs.
Bomb was £15. Yeah, thanks very much for the drinks on the way to West Brom.
Aye,
Sent
cheers,
them
mate.
over. Thanks very much for that.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Thank you.
Thanks, Mickey.
If anyone else wants to send them money via PayPal.
No, it was
get
very,
drinks.
very nice of him to do that.
It was.
Very nice.
It was very nice of
I
him.
didn't like his message.
What was his message?
He
Did
said
he say
he,
you were a
said he
dick?
was shite.
Or did he say you talk shit?
Blocked him.
He says, I agree with you, Deka, but I'd never agree with that, Mark.
Blocked him.
Right.
It's because he's Deka's mate.
Neil,
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know.
you've got lots of mates on
I
Twitter,
didn't know.
don't you?
I didn't know
Meets
him.
him on
But
Grindr.
Every
or
time he screenshots with something and sends it in the WhatsApp group, it's, this is my mate, someone.
me mate Dan put something on, actually. I sent you that, yeah.
So what's your mate, isn't
Got a
it?
lot of friends, haven't I?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Probably hate me, like.
So Neil GR sends in. So
Yeah,
this
go on,
one's,
mate.
this
Go on,
one's for you, mate. He says, does Deka still think we are going down?
Absolutely not.
Last week, down.
What 7 days can do, eh?
I know.
What 7 days can do.
Told you, man, keep the faith.
Yeah. No, absolutely right. I was totally wrong, and thankfully I'm wrong.
So far.
We'll save his houses, man. Save his houses.
Oh, shit.
Is that 35 points now?
Yeah.
Nah, one.
35?
35, yeah.
That's true.
No, 35, sorry. He's got 27.
32.
35, yeah.
If they lose every game, they'll probably go down. But there's got to be another win or two in there somewhere. You'd imagine.
One win.
Have you seen the thing? I don't want to go about last year. I don't want to go about a certain somebody.
Oh, don't even go there.
But 10 points to find in 9 games to equal last year's total. Think we'll do that? Might be a question. Sorry, is that
Plus a quarter final.
I don't think they'll get to 45 points now. I think they'll do enough to stay up, but they'll probably get past 40.
So 3 wins out of the last 9. It's asking a bit much, actually, probably is. Yeah. I thought it was actually achievable, but.
So my favourite thing about that was Rafa Fax was back. Wasn't it?
He wasn't back at the weekend, though, was
So he was back after
Burnley
game.
Oh, is that what I mean?
So he tagged everyone in it. So Meals just sat patiently, waited for his opportunity because Rafa Fax sent in. Bruce needs 4 wins out of the next 10 games or something daft like that, wasn't it? To match what Rafa had done the previous year. So Meals waited until those 3 points came. He just simply replied to Rafa Fax just saying, 1 down, sunshine or something like that.
Fantastic.
1 down.
Fantastic.
3 to go.
Even if we do it, I'd just keep holding the quarterfinals back at him. We're out in the 3rd round or whatever back in the
Well, to
day,
be
so-
fair,
It's not even a contest though, that's
do
a
you know-
ridiculous
Do
thing.
you know why I do get annoyed though with him especially is that when we win he then goes hiding,
Yeah.
and that is what's wrong about it.
Yeah.
That he's almost gutted that we've won. Lost. I won, sorry, won. That's where I just.
I think there's a
I'm
few
not on
fans
board.
that
There's loads of people
Yeah.
wanting to lose every week because
That's
it fits
wrong.
their agenda.
That's just wrong, isn't it? That's just.
It's a joke, absolute joke.
Bizarre, innit?
It is
You should
bizarre.
want the team to win every single game.
He only comes out when we get beat. Happily comes out. That's
But he
the problem.
goes to town as well, like I
Yeah,
does.
it's just really.
In the grand scheme of things, that point against Burnley was a good point.
It was.
They're a good side.
Well,
They've
look
been
at the
playing
results
very,
prior
very
to
well.
it. It was an awful game, like,
They
but
won again at the weekend, didn't
Oh,
they?
that-
Oh, sorry,
they
apologise.
drew, I think, didn't they?
The drew with Spurs, but they were
Yeah.
the better team
Yeah.
by a mile.
So Neil JR goes and sends, this is non-Newcastle related question. He says, if you had a stockpile on one item, what item would it be?
Kebab meat. No questions.
that was going to be mine as well, but I feel as if I've got
Was
to
it?
take
Alright, so it's going to be
garlic
something
sauce.
different. Garlic sauce? Alright, well I'll bring the chips.
You do pita bread.
Go to mine.
Yeah.
You do cheese, Adam. What's sorted?
Do you see that video that's going round of the Aldi CCTV?
Yeah,
No.
I'll see.
Have you seen it?
No.
There's about 1.1 million people running and just grab
The
toilet.
manager,
Oh, it's mental.
manager calmly walks them up the island. and they
He's
get
like,
all the
right, I'll
toilet
let you in,
rolls
and it's
then
just
it's
an absolute stampede.
Like,
Like,
it's
we-
mental.
We ran out of toilet roll because we just fucking happened to get the end of the packet. And the shit I've had to wipe my arse with today. Not literally, because I've got shit off my arse with it.
You went
It's like
with
fucking
bread?
tracing paper.
You know, with bread.
I heard about that, aye.
Wipe
Apparently
your
bread's
arse
really
with
good,
bread.
aye.
Meant to be really nice,
Yeah.
So you say.
I didn't have to use like stuff with spelt and sunflower seeds in it and that.
Just
I just
close it and just Nutella sandwich when you last.
Shit
do you
themselves
know-
when you got to somewhere else for some bread.
If you wipe your arse with a wet wipe,
aye.
Yeah.
one
Oh,
of
the
the
best.
greatest
Experience,
Oh, the
like
best,
this.
aye.
ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta be an horse wipe with a wet
moist
wipe.
toilet
A wet wipe,
tissues.
horse wipe.
I've sat there many times.
Moist
like,
toilet
Aye.
tissues.
Not good for your plumbing or that. Like,
oh no, I've been.
Oh, no,
I've
yeah,
done
that's
it.
I'll put the
flush
proper biodegradable ones down. You
Yeah,
can just
flush.
put it
Aye.
As soon as you put it, like,
Pampers
whoa,
baby wipe down.
It's always cold as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Aye.
beautiful, fantastic moment.
This is what you
It's a
get
bit
from this
disconcertingly
podcast.
moist though.
You get content like this nowhere else, you know.
See, this is why we need to be more continental. Because when you go on holiday, you get, depending on the country you go to, you either have a separate one, or sometimes if you reach down the back of your toilet, you've got a little wheel there.
Aye,
Or a little, yeah.
Gives you a
aye.
little whoop.
And then call it.
Aye, a B-day.
B-day.
A B-day.
I'm
B-day.
big B-day man, me, like, aye.
Oh, yeah.
That's
B-day,
one of my
aye.
favourite things about going
I've
to
never
Turkey.
used a B-day before.
Oh,
Drank
Kris.
out the one.
Oh,
I just usually
amazing.
normally store me drinks in it.
Just
I
a
don't like
heavy
the separate
now.
because you've got to get up with a dirty crack and then get on the other one. Whereas if it's on the toilet, you've got a button or a little wheel. Oh,
I never done it at work where you've had a shite, realised there's no bog roll and had to kind of scoot
Oh, awful, isn't
from
it?
one cubicle to the next.
Yeah, I've done that.
That's
Yeah,
horrendous.
yeah, I've done that. You're like waddling about.
you've always got to check as soon as you go in. Is the toilet roll there?
I'm so
The
absent-minded
toilet, the
with that,
toilet roll at our place really pisses us off, right? Like every time I go, I pull it and it just
Falls off.
straight
Slaps.
away.
Oh god,
You like
aye,
collecting
yes,
them.
they're
One,
right.
It's because
two,
the rolls are this big,
They are,
aren't they?
yeah.
So one turn, it's like, why?
Yeah, bang, rip.
I had like a nice weekend in Derbyshire in January, right? And I was coming back, and me, Amy, and my mate Michaela,
stop
and
at Scotch
the
Court?
lad, no, Weatherby. Stop Weatherby. And I was like, oh, I need to get in the bog here, so I've got like coffees now with a bit sandwich. So I go to the bog, I sit down, I'm like, as a shake, and I'm looking at it, like, I can hear like, you know how smart shoes have that noise and make like,
Aye.
Yeah.
I'm like, got a very big businessman here today. There's an advert on the toilet door for menstrual.
Yeah, I know where this is going.
And I'm going, it's a funny thing to have. Never mind. And about 10-15 minutes, I think, I want women's, yeah.
It's just dropped for me there.
And I'm thinking, how do I play this? Because I've got to wash my hands.
Let's be honest, you can't come out of the toilet and pretend that you're a woman in this Besty.
No, I'm not getting away with that. Like, so I'm sitting there
Might
thinking,
be an accessible toilet.
I'm sitting there, what do I do here? So I've gone to the first one, so I was right next to the exit. I've got to wash my hands. So I went out to women's, went to the gents, washed my hands, and I was away. I was fucking champion.
So you're not walking along and goes, there's no way to piss in here? You just go straight in the cubicle?
No. Oh yeah, I was straight in the...
Like, do you know what I mean?
I knew I needed a shit.
Aye, that's fair comment.
My mind was made up. I thought, right, I'm going to go.
So in that circumstance, I think I'd be straight on the phone to what Askan. You're going to have to come in the lasses' toilet and let us know when there's no one else in here so I can get out.
I've got away with, like, no one, I'll be on CCTV Christmas party, fucking pattern.
You could have pretend you were cleaning the toilets. Just find them up.
That reminds me of something. Right? Like, we went out from a night out from work, and we went out the quayside, and you know where the slug and lettuce is on the quayside.
Yeah.
There's like the road that goes up the side of it. There's a bar like up the side of there. I can't remember what it's called. No, that's like further along. It's like literally just up that side road. So we're in there. It was after Pete, our friend's engagement party, and there was 3 of us went to the toilet, and like never been to the toilet in this place before. All walked in.
Were you doing coke?
Went in. No. Walked in. Goes up the urinal, went, fucking hell, this urinal's really high. And like standing like getting it in, like, and my other mate I was with was like quite short, so you just have to like try and like
lift him up.
like loop it in. Oh, this is weird. This how high this is. And then Ugan's like, oh, weird, because your taps are here above the urinal. So we're like doing it, and then we walks out, and the bouncers came like running over, like, what you doing in there? Went, well, we're having a piss. Well, it's the women's toilets. Went, what do you mean it's the women's toilets? That's the women's. You've just been there. Went, no, it's not. It's the men's. He went, no, it's the women's. And we looked and went, oh, it's the women's. So it just this massive long trough was obviously just a huge sink.
Aye.
But because of the weird like height of it, we just thought it was a trough.
So you mentioned there like picking his mate up, right? Like, you'll know this. Usually getting to know when the bins are a bit bigger. So like Nolan and Dev at the minute, if they go to the public toilet, they won't go in a cubicle. They want to piss in like the big boys like toilets.
Well, and the ones that are actually designed
the small
for the
ones.
kids.
So you've literally got to pull the strides down and hold them while they're pissing. Oh, it's the hardest thing out because there's piss going everywhere. You like you manoeuvre them like this.
Well, you haven't got a girl, but I remember when Leila, you have to. I didn't realise this. Lisa kept going, get her legs. I mean, I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Like that.
You've actually like got to like I pick the legs up as well. Do you know what I mean? And the first time I didn't do it. Lisa, get her legs. She was shouting out the car. I was like, I can't hear you. The next thing I know, it's just all hours. I was like, oh, well, I didn't realise that, did I? But yeah, that's a great story.
Oh, you do not get content anyway.
This is the quality content that people tune in for.
So we're stockpiling your kebab meat.
100%.
Yours was what was it?
Garlic sauce.
Garlic sauce. I'm going for the chips. You're gonna have to go for the garlic bread.
I'll get the garlic
Bread.
yeah.
Bread.
with cheese.
Right.
Cheese.
I'd say about the one I got out the bin. I told you that one.
Yes, you did. You had bin kebab.
But you did it again last weekend.
Did I?
Yes.
Last week you had bin kebab at your mate's house.
Kebab.
So do you want to tell everyone about your bin kebab?
Can do if you want. So I went with my mates and the lad in the corner. I knew he was drunk the night before, and I went over with the bins and I was like, right, crack on, play. And he was really hanging out his horse, and I went and I could smell food. I was like, God, it smells luscious. Yeah, you have some meat last night? And he went, oh, it's still all in the kitchen, man. Phew, straight in the kitchen. Opened up the box and there was just a garlic bread. It was thick, like thick garlic bread. It was lush. Bit average, really. You know what I mean? And I thought he said, I've got a garlic bread special, he said. So straight away I ran in, there was only garlic bread. I was like, that's terrible. So I'm eating away with the garlic bread, blah, blah. And then he went,
nothing special about this, man.
And then he went, oh, hey, Deka, yeah, kebab's in the bin, like. He went, sorry I hid it away. I went, well. So I opened up the bin, had a little look.
Soon fix that.
There was sweet corn, there was all sorts in the bin. I'm looking. What's this here?
Could have any tins.
And then there was like a little polystyrene packet, you know. Opened it up, happy days. And I just opened it up and away we went. I was just wrapping the kebab on the garlic bread, tomato sauce, because you know no garlic left. Tomato sauce all over it. There you go.
I can forgive you for eating kebab bin, but not putting tomato sauce.
Kebab bin.
Kebab bin.
Kebab bin.
Kebab, but not
Imagine the
tomato.
bin being a
Can you
kebab.
buy one of them? Every time I go past, put it out.
Put your foot on the lid
The bin
again.
gone next week.
Amazing.
Ketchup's alright, kebab, you know.
If
It is
it's lovely,
nice,
yeah.
I
So
actually
What? Bin kebab?
Any kebab?
Any
like
kebab's
kebab.
good, like.
If I win the lottery, well, 'cause I didn't have to win the lottery to do this, like, but if I did win the lottery, I'd definitely have a part of my kitchen that would just have the spit on fire, cut all day and night. Just some
Yeah.
woman there going, how many?
Rotisserie.
Just zzz,
Like a
straight
hog
away.
roast, but just
Imagine
kebab.
just what happened, a piece of ham,
I
just
don't
taking a
like
good
that.
bite
Little-
out of it.
little, like,
No, I'm talking about the
bench
full on.
ones.
Do you know how Jenny, you know how gills at the top here? You know,
Yeah,
right
yeah.
at the top. So I used to go in there all the time when I was a kid, right? All the time. I remember I went in once, I'd been playing football or something, and she was in on her own, and she was like, oh, would you mind giving us a hand getting the kebab onto the spit? I went, free. That's what I'm here for, love. I was only about 14. And I remember going in the back, and I fucking tried to pick it up. It was the
that's
heaviest
big, I
thing
think,
ever.
I think,
And we got it on the thing anyway, and I was like, oh, Nero's, and she went, so what do you want? And he had for helping us, and I went, well, one of them. I had to wait 20 minutes for the fucking to heat up, aye. Lovely though, brilliant. Now better. Get one they need, actually. Not out the bin, an actual bottle.
Next one, Francis Marshall says, what's everyone's go-to hangover cure?
Kebab. Iron brew for me.
Mine's fizzy pop, aye.
I look at it, orange look
Fizzy
the
pop every single time.
The
Iron,
battery acid
iron
ones
brew.
are alright,
Iron
actually.
brew is
Iron brew.
really good for hangover.
KFC.
Ribena.
KFC.
Hey, them have done a, have you had that thing? $5.99 for 80,
I'm not
80 piece
Oh,
burger?
chicken nuggets.
$5.99 for 80
80
pieces of
bits?
chicken.
80, but it's
80
popcorn
pieces.
chicken.
Popcorn
So
chicken.
it's like,
Aye, I know what you mean.
That's fine.
Hey, £6 for 80.
What's your KFC meal?
Well, when I was really fat, I used to get a Zinger, no, a Big Daddy, a large Big Daddy with the beans. I wouldn't get the gravy. I always got beans, even
gravy,
though
the
they'd
gravy's
absolutely
good.
tear your face off if
Gravy's
you don't
the
give some
best.
time for them to cool down. Because I drink them, I just put them away.
Of course you do.
No, I do. Of course you do. I just drink the beans, honestly. Heat, it's like eating the sun.
Like drinking lava.
It is.
The beans are lava.
And then I'd get a large popcorn chicken meal as well.
You
I'm
are the
going to be
fattest skinny bloke
controversial
in the
here.
world.
I'm not a fan of KFC.
Oh, get out.
oh, I used to get twisters all the
That's
time.
it. Good night. All the best.
I'm not.
Wicked Zinger box meal. That's
Aye.
what I like.
KFC
Yeah,
is pretty
that's-
down my list for fast
I
food
wouldn't be at
joints.
the top of your mind either,
Yeah.
but if it was there, I'll have it.
So what's
Seems
on
like
this
you-
list? Oh,
you-
KFC, McDonald's, Burger King.
Oh, KFC's
Oh,
top of them three.
I've
KFC,
never asked you
KFC,
this.
definitely, aye.
I've never asked you this. What's better, Burger King or McDonald's?
It depends what you get.
The burgers at Burger King are better.
Yeah.
Shout and a half.
Chicken nuggets at McDonald's are better.
Shout and a half.
Strawberry milkshakes, McDonald's are fucking divine.
Shout and a half.
McFlurry,
Yeah.
best.
Shout and a half.
Aye.
Yeah.
Anything else?
disagree.
Chips.
Big Macs are fucking lush as well.
Chips.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
only thing I really like
They are
from
lovely, like.
McDonald's is the Big Tasty.
Do you not like the double cheeseburgers from McDonald's?
I like a
Yeah, I do. Aye.
quarter pounder.
Do you know what?
Quarter pounder with cheese.
When you go to Spain, you can get the McRib.
You can't beat a Whopper.
And the McRib's unbelievable. Just don't do it in this.
I
one.
want
When I-
a double bacon cheeseburger.
when I went to Canada,
Uh,
You could make your own burger, so they actually deliver it on a tray and everything.
What, like you done in the chips
I'm
when
not
you go
joking.
behind the counter?
Well, that was funny. But
You can see that now on the machine though, can't you?
Aye, but
do
you
the
can't, aye.
takeaway and all that
could
kind of
you, or
thing.
could you make
Yeah,
one?
you
You literally
Oh, I
have-
didn't realise
you
that.
go
just
just
do
do
what
one.
you-
Well, I don't eat that anymore, do I? But when I was years ago, I went to Canada, and I was like, oh, I just have 10 of them. So I had like 10 burgers, and then like cheese, and then bacon, and then another burger just for the hell of it. And then she come up and she was like, free Yaris, bang, unbelievable, with $50, amazing.
Extra patties and all that.
Even the chips come in like, you know, them little frying pans, you know,
Little
gimmick
baskets.
things. Aye, in McDonald's, service.
Service.
It was unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Right, sorry, next question. I'm getting excited because we're talking about food.
So yeah, hangover care, mine's always fizzy pop, and I have to leave the house.
What?
If I've got a hangover, I
Really?
can't stay in the house.
Oh, no.
Best thing to do, out of the house, down the beach.
Sandwich on the
What?
side.
Are you
Oh,
pissed?
mate, the best.
You're pissed.
It's not your hangover goes like that.
Didn't care. I'm going at the beach. I didn't care. I've never in my life thought, I've got a hangover. The beach.
Aye,
Let's
out
go at the
bed.
beach.
Just
Out
fresh
of
air
bed.
does help you. Like.
If it wasn't for having kids, I wouldn't get up. I just honestly, no,
Literally, sleep is the best.
it is the best. Yeah.
Aye.
Wank.
100%.
Wank.
He's got to get his 5 a day in.
Hey, honestly, aye.
Aye.
No, you can't tell me you don't wake up when you're home and go, could knock one out. Yeah? However.
I do get horny when I'm.
Of course you do. Everyone
Why are we
does.
talking about you getting horny, man? Why? Because he's wanking. But no one's horny. Stop saying everyone's horny.
Wait till the suit comes out. Man.
Shut up.
Hangover cure, super wank.
You must get randy when you
I'm
come
not
over as
talking
well.
about my horniness on this podcast, you weirdo.
All he thinks about is the beach when he's so
He wants to go for a romantic stroll. I just want to get on the job.
He's getting his numbers.
Are you horny, Chris? Nice, I'll play with some sand, to be honest.
There's been building sandcastles with the
Say,
plane.
wake up. Oh, things I could do to you. I could make a lovely sandcastle.
And I'm down the beach building a sandcastle, you're locking yourself in the bog, turning yourself off.
Right, is
You
it?
dirty little bastard.
Hey, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Right, Neil J. also sends in, on the topic of food, where the hell are the garlic bread special pictures? We only had 2 over the weekend. Dying down.
I could have one at the weekend
People
as
are
well.
scared to order in.
Yeah. What did you? Oh, you so what pizza did you
I
have?
could have had one at the weekend.
You don't know shop pizza, you had that.
What was it?
It was about to blow your arse off, like.
Pepperoni, kebab meat, onions, peppers, and chilli.
Hang on a second.
It was unreal.
Show business.
It was unreal.
Show
It
business.
was, oh.
Where did you get that from?
So you know
Nah.
when you go into the Metro Centre
Aye.
and you go like where the Fed Brew used to be.
Aye.
Aye.
There's a Takeway there. When I went to there's a bar next to it called the Brewery Tap, which is
So
where I'd went on Saturday night.
Did you get that outside or did you order that? You didn't know that?
No, I'd been to the Brewery Tap
Oh, right,
for a
okay.
gig,
Right.
and then rang for a taxi. Was waiting for the taxi
Right.
and went to the Takeaway.
Oh,
that's
I've gotta
their
be
place.
honest with you,
that
looks
takeaway
special.
It was a wonderful looking pizza, that, like.
unreal.
It did look delicious.
It did, like.
I got that. I last got a chicken wrap. That was unreal.
Did you have that as well? Like, did you?
Bad taste. And there was some other ones that we got a barbecue chicken pizza, the best.
Sorry, I did. I sorry.
So
I
this-
just
this
imagine
is-
him going, see my pizza.
This
Sorry.
is this is honestly, it's my new best favourite takeaway. The only downside is it's takeaway chips, not proper chips.
What's a garlic like?
Well,
Garlic was unreal.
Not garlic mayonnaise.
Proper unreal, like proper thick,
How big was the pot?
like. Not like
I need
chip
made
shop,
about that big.
Chip
Yeah,
shop.
I need like
gravy
the
and
pot
curry.
that big. I can't be having one of them little diddlers where it's like
You got one of them.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got one of the diddlers with the wrap.
Okay. What do you want last
I'll have a diddle every now and again.
The wrap. To be fair, she did leave.
So
like,
yeah,
half
sensible
of it,
garlic bread
jazz
special
stuff.
photos in because we haven't had many this weekend.
Who was it that actually wrote hashtag
ADUSF pod.
Aye, it
Can't
was-
remember.
class? It was his was looking alright as well. His
Yeah.
was funny.
We've had some
What,
nice
this
little
weekend?
ones.
It was this weekend, wasn't it? Before it
No,
won,
I
hashtag.
think it was off the weekend
No,
before.
it was
It was
not,
tags
it was
weekend,
not.
yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah, we love them. It makes us starving like when we get them.
I
Like.
know, whenever I come here, I'm trying to keep off from that because I'm massive in that. Like, I always go, I'm going to get one tonight, then you go, I'm going to get one tonight. For fuck's sake, man.
To be honest, I never get one, you know. I always say that, but I do.
I just do it waiting for Besty to send me a photo later.
Ah,
on.
yeah.
Aye.
Till
I've had,
weekend.
oh no, I've had similar fish cakes. I'm fucking sated for the night.
We've got to have one
World fish
where we
cake.
just
Nice,
each get a garlic bread special from like each favourite place, and then just put them down and rate them.
I'm got to get one from that one that I went to on Saturday. Like,
Well, you're gonna bring it with you, like?
Unreal.
So them do what? Just a garlic bread special from that
because
place.
when I went in and the menu was on there on the menu, I was like, oh, I could get a garlic bread special, and then I saw the pizza list.
Does Salim's do them? I've also had that place recommended.
I would imagine they do.
What? Sorry.
Salim's.
Salim's on
Salim's.
Leam Lane.
So
Bilal's do where I get my nan babs.
Aye.
So Katie, the last one we spoke about, she was the one with the weird technique.
Wrapping it round.
Yeah, no, hers was a
Oh, no, you
dip.
were the wrap around
Hers
it,
was a
yeah.
fold in a dip,
Fold in a dip.
in the sauce. So the other night, it must have been last night, she texted us. So what she ordered was your tray kebab meat, your chips, your garlic sauce. But for the base, she went for a chicken Kiev. It was just a garlic
She would
overload.
be lifting today.
My type of girl.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
Like, it's
I
the
hope,
best.
hope Katie was off work today.
Nah, she wasn't.
Oh,
she was
good.
there lifting.
Was she stinking?
Like, hungry, as Besty would say.
Absolutely hungry.
That does sound amazing. Like
Yeah, right, we'll fire through some of these.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to disappoint you, but I think there are some of Newcastle questions.
Oh, it's
So Joe Patterson says, if you were Bruce, how do you approach building a squad for next season? Do we stick with the new formation and a build around our current attackers?
Yes.
Certainly stick with the formation.
Yeah. So we've got to think there's a couple of players coming to the end of contract. You've got Fernandez and Colback. You've got Fernandez and Manquillo, I think, are the two starters.
Well, we've still got a year option on Fernandez.
Fernandez.
haven't
Yeah,
Have
we
Yeah.
can extend it apparently.
we? Matty's out of contract.
Matty's out of
Sean's
contract.
got an extra year, I think, or two.
There's a question about that, Matty's contract situation. What are your thoughts on that one?
Well,
We should be getting them tied up, shouldn't we? I think that if you look at it from two sides, the club are probably looking at it and saying, you're a very young player. You came through and you've played a couple of games. You know, you're a squad player, because really that's probably what he is.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can say, well, they're looking at it from that point of view and saying, well, because I think they've offered him, what, 25 grand a week is what's been rumoured.
The club got burnt by the whole Sammy Amini
And
thing
then-
as well. They gave him a decent contract and he went on with shite. Do you think he's...
There's something there. With
So
him,
one
isn't
word answer on this one. Do you think he's already gone?
I do.
Yeah.
So that's too
I think talks
yeah,
have
yes.
already gone on. Where he's ready to go elsewhere.
it? I don't think it's over yet.
We'll still have a chance, like, but I think it's not looking great, like.
Playing with cards.
But 25 grand, you know, and our people out, it'll say, you just pay it, you get him in. But the problem you have, right, a club like us, I keep trying to say like us, if you give him 25 grand a week, what does that then do to everybody else? So what's share on, do you think? What do you think?
I think they're going to be on more.
What's Lascelles on? Is he on 40?
No, he's on about 60, 70 grand.
No,
He's signed a new contract this season.
I'm sure it was 50.
Shelby's so Joe's were top now, I think.
Yeah.
Then you've got Miggy and Shelby are on a similar amount. Then I'm sure it was Lascelles was the next one down.
Kane were quite high, weren't they?
I'm going to was 42.
Key was because obviously he came in on a free, wasn't he?
I'm sure.
What's he on now,
Was Yedlin not the lowest paid player?
Dummett's on around about 35. I remember the list that got leaked.
You're going to pay Matty Longstaff 10 grand less than Dummett?
Dummett be the first teamer for 6 years.
It depends on how, as a club, how you're structured and how the wage budget looks like.
He's got to realistically go in on that bottom rung, but the problem is he's probably got an advisor or an agent or something saying,
we can get you this.
You can get this,
exactly,
that, the other.
Yeah. What's he on now, though? Is he on 8? What's he on now?
He's on buttons, isn't he?
He's still on youth players.
Did not get leaked not long ago, it was about 5 grand a month.
7.5 grand, something like that a month.
So
which is, to be fair, still a bloody lot of money. He lives at home with his mum and dad.
I think it's lower than that, you know. I think it's lower than that. I think it's about 2 or something. It's not much though. But if you're going to say, right, I want 20 grand more, it's a hell of a lot of money, that, you know. 20 grand a week more for he's a good player.
You can understand if the club came out and said, we'll give you this amount.
But he must know his brother's on as well.
Well,
he will. But you think the club will come out and say, we'll give you this amount for the first season as a first teamer.
Yeah,
and then if you progress, then we'll up it by this percentage and so on and so on.
You'd hope there's some sort of structure.
That would be logical. But you can understand his point of view. Why would I do that when I go to someone like wherever and get 20 grand a week? Watford, get 25
Is he going to get into Watford's first team?
Probably not.
But he's going to get 25 grand a week.
I mean, at the minute, I don't think you're getting with any Premier League team.
No.
Premier League team's first team, but
totally agree.
I mean, we had this thing with Sean last summer where Man U came in from allegedly for how much money?
30.
And everyone's going, no, don't sell him, he's brilliant. And I don't think he's shite overnight or like, not like that, but if they came in with the same bid this summer, he'd tap my hand off.
The only thing I will say on it, is that, okay, right, you let him go, so then he needs replacing. Who do you get then that's going to replace Matty? What's he going to want?
You're looking at someone from the academy again, aren't you? That's the problem.
And if
that's
not,
a good point, yeah.
If you are going to bring someone in, you could be talking, well, I want 20 grand a week or 18. I don't know, it's a difficult one, isn't it? Who can you bring in that's not going to want money anyway?
Yeah. Right, so next couple of ones on this one, let's have a look. So, Mark Blackford sends in. So he sends in, on a scale of Stone Cold and Mike Tyson, how hard do you think Steve Bruce is? He says he's not going to lie that the death stare that he gave to Craig Hope made him want to say sorry, and he wasn't even talking to Mark there. So that, obviously, taking a step away from the question, when Bruce stood up for himself and started, he wasn't even arguing with Craig Hope, he was literally telling him.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
He called him as a liar, wasn't it? That's how he started.
It was fantastic.
When you say that to somebody, like you've set your stall out, like
you call me a liar.
You're after someone there, like.
So the video that went around, the Sky Sports video, he's literally like it's a death stare, isn't it? He doesn't break his glance once. He's literally staring at him. Can you imagine how small he must have felt? He must have been going into his shell.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the prick's still going on and on and on and still trying to make stories out of it.
If that doesn't prove that he's a bell end, I don't know what does.
Well, but there's people that are defending him.
Because it's Steve Bruce. Because it's against Bruce.
It is, because it's Bruce, it is, definitely.
If the rule... I'm going to have to mention his name, sorry. If it was reversed and it was Pardew, no. If it was Rafa, people would have been King Rafa. Like, thanks for calling him out, it's all lies. But because it's Bruce, I'm sorry, that's just what it is.
You say that, but he did the same thing with Steve McLaren.
He did it with Rafa, to be fair.
When Steve McLaren did it, and Steve McLaren dropped his arse.
Yeah, he literally followed Steve McLaren out the door.
Got loads of shit about it.
He did the
Bruce
same.
has stood up for himself, and he's getting shit for it.
He did a similar story about Rafa when he dropped the cells, and he wrote it saying there was an argument or disruption, and Rafa says, no, it's there we go. It's a Rafa ghost. It's just the rotation that I play, and to be fair, what I personally think's happened, right, is that I think Shane probably might have been annoyed that he wasn't playing.
Well, he would be, wouldn't he?
And what's the problem with that? I want every player to be annoyed they're not playing. But that doesn't mean you've got to come out and make bullshit up either.
Yeah, it doesn't mean there's been a bust up, does it?
Absolutely right.
Falling out.
And Steve,
No, there wasn't a bust. Didn't use the word.
Falling out. Was it
Falling
out?
out.
I said, yeah.
Bruce was absolutely bang on with that.
Yeah.
And I agree people have given him shit for it, but I actually think, to be fair, there's a much more larger majority have agreed with Bruce that he had every right to have a go.
Yeah.
And you know what it is, in fairness to Bruce and I as well, he's even now come out and apologised almost. You know, I probably went out, I watched his full press conference the other day, and he says, do you know what it is, I probably shouldn't have done that. But for me, it's finished now and it's done with, but I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And I thought, yeah, good on you. And then Craig Hope's still fucking writing shit.
That's the thing with tabloid journalists, do try and make stories out of fucking nothing. I mean, Craig Hope was to the Daily Mail, you know what I mean?
Was it one of you in the group that mentioned, which manager was it? Was it Hullett?
Joe Kinnear?
No. Was it Hullett that slagged the Newcastle press off?
Souness.
Was it
Souness?
Souness? Was it you that put it on?
Yeah,
Basically saying it's poison up there.
He actually also mentioned the football phone-in, you know, the 3 legends. He mentioned, in his book, he mentions that. He says, you've got 3 has-beens on there trying to tell you how it's done and all this, and he mentioned the press.
That used to be massive back then.
Oh, it was huge,
yeah.
But he was on about the North East press, that the knives are in and they're twisting all the time, which is, let's be fair, it probably is like that.
It's ironic, Souness having a go at has-beens about fucking...
Oh, hey, I'm with you on that one. I don't agree with a lot with Souness says, but I will agree with him on that.
It's all about clicks as well. Now, obviously, a story like that's going to drive traffic straight to the site, especially
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, especially when Saint's involved in it.
Whether you agree with the story or not, or whether it's fucking factual bullshit. Again, it's a tabloid thing. The Chronicle do it as well, where they'll give you half a story in a headline, or they'll say, oh, it's unbelievable what's happened here.
Yeah.
You think, oh, fuck, what is this? And you click, and that's all it doesn't matter, the content doesn't matter as long as you get the click.
Well, look at the story today with bloody Mayweather.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking over Newcastle just because he was at a talk-in at the February and said, should I let us know if you think I should take it over, and everybody cheered.
You were commission with the February or something. Mention that quite a bit, this one.
That's where I got his shirt from. It was a funny 12 hours for Craig Hope, wasn't it, where he wasn't going to play, he's had an argument, blah, blah, blah. Then he retweeted his own article with a comment, well, it looks like Saint's going to start, and then he had to tweet again on the next night going, actually he's starting. And I was like, hope yours, mate.
So next one is from a 12-man tune. He says, why does Bruce not thank the fans who travel to Southampton? Right.
What?
Bruce thanks the fans. He thanked about West Brom. He prays about Southampton. I think he means why is he not coming over?
He did.
And applaud them.
He did.
So he didn't come over the fans. He took about 5 steps down the touchline.
Do you think?
Right. He walked up. He did it against West Brom and he did it against Southampton. He walked up the touchline, clapping the flags. Yeah. Yes, he didn't go right
like
up to the thing, but can you blame him?
No, I'm in agreement.
Oh, is that? Right, sorry. Apologise. I've read that as why is he not thanking them in general?
So I think he means like applauding them. Yeah.
I think Morris, is it Jordan? You know, my mate. Jordan.
Ex-mate.
He put a really good thing on that. He might not like Bruce, but it is quite awful that he can't come over. And I agree with Mark though. You'll see it where he shakes Saint's hand, I think, or hugs him, and then he walks off, and then he does make two or three steps, claps, waves, thanks him, and then moves off. For me, in moments like that, I should have every right to go over and
no, I agree. We mentioned this. What game was it? Away game.
Sheffield United.
Was that when it was?
Yeah,
I was Sheffield United.
Was that when you were trying to start singing Steve Bruce's Black Army?
Yeah. Didn't take off.
I feel for him massively on that, to be honest with you. But.
So, like we've said in the past, of course we can criticise bad things the games before these 2 games. It was a shocking little run that we went on. The football wasn't fantastic. It was absolutely dreadful. It wasn't changing formation, bringing the wrong subs on. He got criticised by every single one of them. When it goes well, the formation's changed. We've won the last 2 games. You praise him for doing so.
Yeah.
100%. Absolutely 100%. He had one of the best weeks we've had in God knows how long. So the quarterfinals of the Cup, which we haven't done since 2006, 5. You know, you've won away from home. And credit to him for changing the formation. He's had the balls, he's had the brass to change it and go for what he thinks is right. And for me, you applaud him for it, and that's it. But for him not to feel that he's able to come more than 4 steps towards his own fans,
yeah,
I think it's
pretty
awful.
Mental. Right, I'm going to end it on this one. Okay, so
when he gets to Wembley against Man City, though,
if the 4 of you had the opportunity to go to the training ground and ask Steve Bruce or any one of the players one serious question, which one would it be?
How's the bacon?
That's a shout to me, mate.
How's the bacon?
How's the bacon, did you say? So you're asking Bruce how's the bacon?
No, that wasn't my serious question.
It's a difficult one, that, isn't it?
Which one of you likes garlic bread specials? I'd probably ask.
I bet you none of them. Well, Bruce would have had one.
Yeah.
Bruce would have had the
I
other
bet you the rest of them. I bet you players don't even know what.
So who are
it
asking
is,
anyone
man.
we want? Is that?
Any one player or Steve Bruce. One question. One question only.
Fucking hell, could it?
Would he?
Who's this to? Steve Bruce?
So Steve Bruce, without all of the politics and the right answers that he had to give in the media and stuff, would he have liked to have signed a striker in January?
Okay.
Off the record.
It's a better question than I have.
Mine would be, why did you go against the advice of your friends and family for taking the job?
Yeah, I was thinking similar. Like, what did Shearer say to him?
Yeah.
What do you want him off it?
Because I love that tune.
Shearer did literally tell him not to take the job, didn't he?
Kind of blame me, can you?
But as we've said, fair play to him. He's taking it, and he's, touch wood, so far doing a surprisingly
Okay job.
better job than we expected.
I think that is the overall thing, innit? He's doing better than what anyone expected.
I've said it time and time again.
You could argue that, you know, regardless of this, where we finish in the league point of view, and whether he matches the same points as Rafa got last season, if he can get us through this next game against Man City and get us to a semi-final, then
Mental. Just thinking about it, it's mental.
that is
it is,
a massive achievement.
I listened to, I think it might be...
Heaven
It's only
heaven
Bobby Robson's
forbid
done
that
that,
we could.
It might be in the
get to a
Chronicle
final.
podcast that we're listening to. I think it was Mark Douglas was mentioning that we've had quite an easy run. I would never say there's such a thing as an easy run. I think we've had teams in lower leagues, but we've seen it in the past
sometimes
where
some
we
of the hardest
always
games.
struggle against those teams. We always do.
West Brom wasn't easy. I think
No,
you'd rather
top of the league.
you'd probably rather play Norwich at home than West Brom away.
Yeah. And we saw it in the Championship where Newcastle rock up the town. Every single team ups the game. And it's clear to see.
Yeah.
The same happens when you play League 1, League 2. Especially in their neck of the woods. They're all up the game.
It's a funny one because there's a lot of debate. Every time we talk about the cup, a lot of people go, "Oh, we always just get Man City away and then it's over." And ironically, that's not really true from my memory. Like,
No, we beat them last time.
Beat
we
Man
beat them.
City away in the League Cup, didn't we?
we did, but then I remember we got beat off Forest away. Christ.
Last season was
No,
horrible.
I keep mentioning this game,
beat
but
them
they
and draw
conceded
with them
2
the last
goals in
two.
injury time. Really
Yeah.
fucked me off. Oxford we got beat off. We got beat off Brighton, I remember once
games.
with them in the
Twice, I
Championship.
think,
Twice.
Cup twice, Stevenage.
Stevenage. Like, we have getting beat off Dross
We
before.
got beat off Oxford 3-0.
Yeah.
I think it was 3-0. But where I will have to also credit Bruce is a man of his word in regards to trying to play his strongest team.
Yeah.
And he
he has done
definitely
every
has
round,
done that from every round. Even when the injuries were at the highest, he still played his best team.
The only one really change that you see is the keeper, really.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's probably the only one that's not your strongest that
Yeah.
you've seen.
That's a fair comment, yeah. But and touch on again, I mean, I don't know what I would ask him, but this week for me has been crucial. Like, it's been crucial because it has been poor. I seen a stat that we've only lost 2 in the last 13, but it doesn't seem that good, does it? Doesn't feel that good to only lose
It's
2
weird
games.
because I had that run at the start of the year, the 8 games unbeaten, whatever it was, and that was really,
Poor,
really strange.
Worst
Because
run ever.
they hadn't lost, but they hadn't really won. Like, it was just, it's been such a weird, like the mood even here compared to 7 days ago was like,
Yeah, aye.
like I've never seen Deka as despondent.
No, you're spot. You're spot. I wasn't I? I was really calling a few things out and I had me say, but 7 days, a lot can happen in 7 days, and I think that's why I'm trying to remember, and I mentioned it in the last one, that we've changed formation, we're doing what we're doing, and we need to just remember that it's for the best. Whether or not we get bad, we might get beat off Sheffield United and lose off Man City and go, oh, world's caving in. We need to remember, no, it might happen.
No, you're right.
We just need to remain calm and trust in the new formation and hopefully go from there.
Do you reckon Steve Bruce gets horny when he's hungover?
Good night.
See you later.